Just thought I'd take a few seconds to record something. Um, I'm not sure how else to really put this, but the air in the world is getting very strange and even more hollow and evil than it has been. It's becoming pretty clear that the screws are tightening on people's lives, and people are becoming less and less of people, more and more as time goes along. It's just a droning out of the world that I've mentioned before, but it's getting very eerie and obviously satanic. This is what's occurring in the background of the world. It is a Luciferian conspiracy, and it's cult activity that is seeping into people, and it's seeping into people that would honestly surprise you. You can't just look at somebody and honestly tell what kind of person they are unless you're a highly clairvoyant psychic who's in tune with the world and knows that everything's backwards and everything's fictitious and it's all designed to be a ruse that fools almost everybody. And those who it doesn't fool are subject to persecution. They're subject to life interference, and they're going to want you to never have a life. They're going to want you to never indulge anything that's good for you, never have a fun, good moment that's actually a positive thing. They want anything that's construed as fun to somehow have a downside or to be a bad thing for you ultimately that has some type of dire consequence. It's really fucked up, man. But that's literally the system of life, and all of these mind controlled automatons that are within our midst, they're just never going to be self aware of that or want to indulge it because A, they do a lot of wrong, and B, they're scared of the consequence. There's never going to be free minded, free speaking individuals in this society because they're never around people that are like them. I am a free speaking individual, but I can't just go freely speak to a bunch of clones who are sheep, who are being manipulated, who have been worn down and assimilated into this hive mind. It's just a basic average thing at the very best. If you're lucky, it's basic and average, but at the very worst, it's tepid and toxic, and it's all designed to eat away at people that actually have a soul, that actually do care and attempt to care about other people and want to keep liking people. Like, I can't deny the fact that I really don't like most people. I don't. Hey, love you, but do I like you? Probably not at all. But I'm not going to be a rude dickhead unless you drive it out of me. And I can't help but feel like the subtle, subversive, and insidious attacks on our life by these malignant, toxic people who are clearly not all the way human, they're going to end up driving the devil out of me. I feel like one of these days, I predict. But as of right now, I'm still just going to kind of use my mind. Um, People like me, we are cut above. We are plebeians. I'm a plebeian. I'm a different sort of human being. And I don't care if you don't agree that I am. I know I am. And I know that after this life, I'll be going somewhere else that's way better suited for me. It's going to be a wondrous thing. I'm going to receive a lot of enlightenment, a lot of love on the other side. That's why this whole plane of reality sucks. Is because he was destined to. I was destined. Me and others were destined to endure this fucking bullshit. This was all um, predicted, prophesized. Like, we're living through a time period that was written about, literally. I don't know why that's such a hard concept for people to actually connect the dots about and to maybe form a dialogue about. I don't know what gives me the ability to be specific about things like that. But yeah, we're literally enduring what many people knew would happen thousands of years ago. And I don't know why it's not so hard to paint that picture so we can maybe make better sense of what the world is and what's happening. But for some reason, it just seems to be taboo to point that out. But I just figure I keep pointing out some taboo things. And quite honestly, I don't think that this world's ever going to be uh, unfiltered more until there's more calamities, until there's more tragic things that we can point to that aren't covered up by the shadow government and the global elite that definitely knew all this was going to be happening, and they don't really care. They're Luciferians that know they're going to hell, and they love pleasing the devil. So why the fuck would they care about our human rights or our well-being? They like to lose harvest. They're going to keep attacking us in such insidious ways, and they can't really use my past against me and shit like that. Like, they can't actually pick my life apart in that way and guilt and shame me to death. I'm pure of heart, and I just mind my business seemingly. But yeah, ultimately they don't care. That that is their mo. And they know that they're going to hell, and that's why people like me, hey, we're going to be experiencing some more positivity on the other side. But I can't quite leave yet because it would just be disingenuous to who I am. I have to live to see if maybe there's a time period where these social and cultural engineers actually suffer and get some enjoyment out of that part. I mean, even if nothing good else happens in my reality other than I just go to work and I try to fight the system and I use my mind and I try to spread the word creatively, even if none of that comes to fruition, I at least have to live to see if maybe there's some acts of God that occur that really tickle my energy to see them suffer in the global elite and in the Illuminati. Fuck you, worthless pieces of shit. I'm going to keep trying to circumvent this system and see if there's still some real human beings here in Winston-Salem. But I'm firmly convinced that almost everybody here is a clone who knows a little bit too much, and they just manipulate their minds and make them not people completely. The Illuminati and other groups like that, they're not going to want you to meet a person like me. They're not going to want me to meet a person like you either. They're just going to want it to never line up. There's people, the more gifted and creative and intelligent you are as a person, the more you're going to be a target of soulless, worthless human beings who don't value substance. They are surface level, superfluous people that just never will be able to dig deep, because if you dig deep into that type of person, you're not going to like what you see. It's going to be morbid and disgusting and horrible. So they have to pretend to be a surface level person that is, in many cases, unassuming. If you do a character study of people anymore, you're going to notice that, like, the level of malignant narcissism as well as this sociopathic mindset, it's crazy. Like there are people in my midst, people that I even know personally, that have like this Ted Bundy thing going on, and I'll leave it at that. You wouldn't expect it from them, but I know what you fuckers are up to, and it's sick and disgusting, and you sure are pleasing the devil. But I'm gonna keep trying to please the Lord, and I hope one day your day of reckoning comes, you sick fucks. I may smile in your faces, and I may play it off like we're cool, but we're not too fucking cool. And I have my ways about me, and I think I and other people are doing a lot more than it looks like. We just have to uphold our lives, and we have to use our minds and balance our thoughts. But I think my pathways are aligned. My neurons are firing. I'm never going to stop thinking, and I'm never going to stop trying to do things. And I think when enough of us collectively realize our true power, we're going to move some mountains with our minds. So I think you pieces of shit in the Illuminati better watch the fuck out. Fuck the Illuminati. Fuck the Masonic Temple. And some of you in the Church of Scientology are okay, I guess. But for the most part, fuck Scientology too. But peace.